All right, here's Casco Bay. Casco Bay is one of 12 estuaries nationally recognized, and the USM's Portland campus is 0.3 miles away from Casco Bay. Portland is one of the remaining cities in the U.S. that uses combined sewer overflow systems, and all of that waste goes right into Casco Bay, which means that all of the stormwater from Portland and all the pollution from the roads and from the impervious surface also goes into Casco Bay. This is why we chose to base our design around USM's Portland campus. Our design has roughly 11 different features to it along one combined stormwater trail, and in this video we're going to highlight 3 of our major features.
Starting with our study commons, it's made of locally sourced granite and plants, and it is the first outdoor classroom on the USM campus. It also serves as the information point for our stormwater trail, and it is basically the beginning and the end of our trail. It contains a green roof, which once it is completely saturated, the water from the green roof will go down the granite columns and enter our flow-through planters. Once it hits the flow-through planters, it will source our vertical gardens, which also provide windbreak, and any excess water that may be in there will be emitted into the ground to help water the plants.
Originally intended as a retention pond for overflow from the parking lot, this area remained relatively dry and has been converted into a community garden. We added trench drains to direct the flow of runoff into these cisterns to water the gardens. On the opposite end of the area, gardening for wildlife will entice native species, and offer natural pest control. Repurposing former buildings with green roofs and vertical gardening will provide places for windbreaks and places to rest.
The third feature we're highlighting is the bike park. USM sits in between two trails in the Portland Trail Network and is easily accessible by bike commuters. However, there are only 10 bike racks on the Portland campus. The bike park consists of a U-shaped pavilion that sits between 2 of our buildings on campus, and this pavilion has a green roof. Once the green roof reaches saturation point, water is then guided into gutters, and then of course downspouts, and the downspouts lead to underground piping, and this piping exits in a rain garden, and the rain garden serves to mitigate flooding in the area. And from there we go past a roadside flow-through planter that helps mitigate area, because this sits at the bottom of the hill. This is the lowest point on campus, and this is where the most amount of flooding is. And once we leave the bike park area, we go past the community center and across the street, and there are LEED certified buildings that have previously been made with rain gardens, and these rain gardens provided the inspiration for the rain gardens in the design. And which at the end of this, we lead back to the study commons. And you know, USM has flooding, but one of the biggest problems is that the wastewater empties into the combined sewer overflow system. So all of our wastewater is going into Casco Bay. And this is a problem that USM shares with the whole Portland community. Our design not only solves some of the campus flooding problems and campus erosion problems, it also brings awareness about stormwater issues to the community, and it may even lessen the amount of pollution that enters Casco Bay.